Please introduce yourself.
I'm Dr. Aesha John. I'm a faculty in the Department of Social Work.
I am Dr. Brandon Manning. I am an associate professor in the Department of English, as well as core faculty in the Comparative Race and Ethnic Studies.
Hi, my name is Kate Webb, and I was a PhD student last year. I graduated in May, and now I'm a visiting lecturer for TCU Kinesiology.
My name is Shamberia Thomas. I am currently a PhD chemistry grad student, and I am a graduate student McNair Mentor.
What excites me most about mentoring a McNair Scholar is, one, just seeing their kind of interest and their focus and the light in their eyes, and helping introduce what long-form research project looks like for them. I think that's what interests me primarily, but also there are a number of other reasons why, oftentimes when I'm mentoring a McNair Scholar, I maybe had them a couple of times in class, and this is a way to kind of pick up on what has already been a kind of building momentum and relationship, and so it's great to kind of see them do that and also think about graduate school at the same time.
I think the part that I love the most is, so in general, I love mentoring students on research, helping develop research scholars. With McNair Scholars, they start pretty early in the undergrad career, and very often it's their first brush with research. So I just love their curiosity to learn more about research, to start their own research project, and it's really just their excitement that's pretty contagious and what ends up exciting me.
I would say it prompts me to learn more because my current mentee, she's so very knowledgeable about the things that she wants to do. And so it just prompts me to learn more, to understand more, and to dig deeper into knowing things that are happening today in today's world.
So I've had the pleasure of working with two McNair Scholars since I've been here, and both of them have been absolutely fantastic in the research that they've produced and the way that they've been thinking about graduate school post their moment in McNair. This past summer, I got a chance to work with Brianna Bell, who's doing absolutely fantastic work around representations of blackness and anime, and broader blackness in Japanese culture. And it was great to help her kind of refine the focus of her project. So much of what she was interested in was on the screen, how blackness gets represented in the actual anime, but also then having her think more broadly about how blackness is traveling across the Pacific, what are broader kind of questions that she has about what it means for blackness to travel without black folks, and what for this particular project was hip-hop's emphasis or impact in doing it. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic to kind of see her engage some of those big picture questions.
It was just a great opportunity to connect with somebody who had similar interests, some similar career path, and then be able to share the things that took me 10 or 20 years to learn. I was able to share those with my with the young lady that I mentored, and that was just a special thing to be able to take years of experience and kind of help her fill those gaps early on.
So I think one, McNair is kind of long form, very established program. Like I said, I was a McNair scholar back in the day, and so one, you get a sense of security because it is so established, right? And then two, I think maybe more than other academic programs, McNair, and specifically our McNair here at TCU, does a fantastic job of finding the faculty that help cultivate the students, and so you really enter into a really rich and enriched kind of academic community. And so it's great to, I think, have that space outside of the classroom with the students, but also with other faculty and students across campus.
I was honored to be asked to be a mentor, and what inspired me is just every step of my journey someone has poured into me in some regard, and it's just a blessing to be able to pour back. It really is. So I would encourage anyone who has the opportunity. We all are where we are from a lot of people pouring into us, so just having the opportunity to pour into somebody else. As a PhD student, it was a little challenging finding time, making the time, but once you just clear your schedule and make that time, it's such a blessing to be able to give back.
I would say a lot of people would think that joining the McNair program, it adds more than, it adds to their schedule. And I would just say that don't think of the load, but just think of the possibilities of you just establishing yourself, becoming a better person, researcher. When you deal with people that are in the program, you learn so much. The experience is it's such a vast experience. And so if you're thinking of joining the McNair program, just do it.
Things I have learned through this process is, first is start with the basics. They're just starting out with research. Very often they are juniors, so they might not have had their first research class even. So start with the basics and build a strong foundation. Also, many times students come with really great ideas, but maybe just find something that they can achieve in 1 year in terms of a research project. So something that excites them, but that is still achievable. So helping them find that balance. And also to scaffold them. There are certain parts they might be able to do on their own. So let them just do it, let them give them their autonomy and freedom. But then other parts might need a little bit more hand holding. So for me, I've found that they often need more support with writing. So maybe offer more help in that area. But when it comes to maybe conducting a focus group, conducting an interview, they might be able to do those things relatively independently. So give them their space and their autonomy there.
I would consider them, one, thinking about what students are maybe invested in doing research or going to graduate school, and then two, that they should have a conversation, one, with mentors that have done the process, and then two, with Dr. Latrina Parker Hall. She's fantastic, and if you have a conversation with her, you'll be able to see what the process is. And again, for a number of faculty, during the summer, we're already doing research, or in classes, we're already trying to figure out how to break down the research process. And so it's really just an extension of that.
Our faculty mentors have a tremendous responsibility in supporting our scholars, but it's also a rewarding responsibility, a rewarding opportunity, because they get to work one-on-one with students who are excited about digging deeper into their discipline, into specific topics that may excite that faculty mentor as well. So they're excited about doing this extra work, this research, and they're excited about learning more and developing skills that are going to prepare them for graduate school. So faculty mentors get to guide them, they get to share their experience, their graduate school experience, or their experience as a faculty member, and they just get to be part of that preparation of students who honestly are part of our future, are the folks who we should be investing in, because they're the ones who are going to be our future leaders, those future innovators, future creatives, in all these different spaces. So it's a rewarding and valuable role that faculty mentors get to play, because essentially they're the foundation of this program. Without faculty mentors there to guide and support our scholars, we wouldn't be able to do this work alone. So it's a critical role, it's a rewarding role, and it's also an exciting one, because you get to see students light up with what they're learning, and in the various ways that they're growing.